Hello, everyone. Thank you for being here at Tilgunga Institute of Ophthalmology for the 26th International Society for Geographical and Epidemiological Ophthalmology. Please say that 6 times. We're right on time. Our internal time schedule was to start about 9:15 or 9:20. We've all achieved it. We're delighted to be here. I'm Dr. Suzanne Gilbert, the president of ISGEO. We're thrilled everyone's here. I'm going to open with a welcome and overview, which is going to include a special talk by Dr. Rita Gurung on the most recent study done in Nepal. Help us land here in Nepal. And then Dr. Jailander Sabharwal is going to begin the more formal session on how do we improve CSC. First of all, we want to remember that the organization has been around since 1970. It was founded by Dr. Elizabeth Cass, who chose to live in a very rural, isolated part of Canada. I'm not sure if Dr. Ken Bassett even knows where Yellowknife, Canada is, but Dr. Elizabeth Cass had the great idea to start an organization that would take ophthalmologists beyond the eyeball. And she really had a lot of oomph, and we'll be talking about her more later today when the lecture is given in her name, the Elizabeth Cass Lecture. The congresses have been held in 21 countries over the years, and always we're focusing on building awareness of ocular conditions and associated factors by making data available to others and helping them use it. In terms of helping people use good research, in 1993, ISGEO members founded the journal Ophthalmic Epidemiology, and Dr. James Ganley was the chief editor for the first 13 years. We've convened meetings all over the world, and increasingly the meetings, particularly this one, is really geared toward early and mid-career researchers. You are so welcome, along with the rest of us oldie goldies in the room, for whom this might be the 100th research conference. We're delighted to have you here for maybe one of the first dozen research conferences you've attended. Oh, I'm seeing so many friends in the audience. So we hope we meet our goals of making this really a collaborative community for cross-learning about research and how to make a difference. This meeting is not about one-way communication. People stand here and give talks. We're really looking at participation, and that's being devised in a number of ways I'll describe in a moment. I do want to hearken back to the last time ISGEO met, which was a beautifully hosted meeting by Professor GVS Murthy's team in Hyderabad. And we had a great turnout, but we have an even greater turnout here. And we thank our Tilgunga hosts for bringing in the extra chairs and doing the extra work so we could all fit here in the same time. So who we are right now, this next 2 days, we are folks who have submitted 85 abstracts from 14 countries. We have 120 registrants here, and every seat should be filled, and all 120 of us are here. We're delighted to note gender parity across the program overall, although some sessions may be weighted more heavily, males or females. And we want to remind you that your participation, your ideas for moving forward will be very important to the future of ISGEO, and we will be having a business meeting later today. The program at a glance. I don't expect you to read the text on the program. Do I have a pointer? Is this a... essentially, everything in light blue is what we're all doing simultaneously. We've just done our day 1 registration. we're having the opening session. The first session of each day, we're all here together in this room, and it is live streamed. And every session will be recorded for later streaming from the website. Tea break will be offered just outside the door here, and that tea break will, all 4 tea breaks will be right here outside the auditorium. But importantly, the tea breaks are situated at the poster sessions. So you'll be able to enjoy 12 posters today and another 12 posters tomorrow, which will be staffed by their authors during the morning tea break and the afternoon tea break. We start to mix it up after the first tea break of the day by having 2 simultaneous sessions. You'll look at your program, you have a copy in your bag, or we also have it online. But you'll notice that there will be two simultaneous sessions occurring multiple times during the meeting. Those 2 sessions will be either here, and look carefully to see if it says auditorium. If so, you're here. If your location of what you'd like to go to, or you're a speaker and you have to go there, is the smart classroom is up on the next level, and we have a secret way to get you there without winding around the entire campus. So do seek our advice for getting to the smart classroom the first time. It's a lovely space. I'm going to have a session up there today. Then we're all having lunch on yet the next level, what's called the 4th level of the building. And we've got multiple spaces to take our buffet lunch, to be seated extremely comfortably. Tilgunga has very comfortable facilities. I'm going to look for a cue from someone about today's lunch sessions. We're going to do anything during lunch? Are we doing tables during lunch today, or we're waiting till tomorrow? I think there might be an activity happening during lunch today where a few people can go and chat about a given topic, and a few other people can go chat about another topic during the lunchtime. But that might not be today yet. We're going to let you know. We call those research cafe tables. And again, that might wait for tomorrow. Then again, after lunch, we go into our separate sessions, whichever one you choose. The smart classroom seats about 35 or 40 people, so we think that that'll work out well. Then we'll have tea break with poster sessions today, and then we move into our very special event of the 2 days, which is the CAS lecture by Professor GVS Morty. And then we have our general body meeting, our business meeting, followed by dinner, which will be at the Hotel Crystal Palace. But it's not just dinner. On your way into dinner, you'll be invited into a social activity that Jillian Cochran and friends have planned. It's optional, but fun. We want you to do it. And that will be on your way into dinner at the Hotel Crystal. I won't go into this level of detail about tomorrow because Jackie's going to get us going tomorrow morning. I do want to mention that we've got QR codes all over the place here. Thank you, Tilgunga. And one of the QR codes is so you can sign up for a hospital tour that then is folded into all the hospital tours that Tilgunga is organizing for so many people coming to Kathmandu right now. So when you use the QR code designated for the hospital tour, you'll go to a form. It'll ask you, what would you like to see? When would you like to see it? And Tilgunga will be organizing tours. For purposes of this program, we recognize that you aim at having hospital tours tomorrow morning from 8 to 9 when we're not programming anything. And then we aim for you to do hospital tours when we close the closing session on day 2 at 4:30, 16:30. So that, again, is noted in the program. So please take a look at all that. It's all on the documents you've been given. But new this year, so much new this year. On the one hand, I mentioned the live streaming of the morning and afternoon plenary sessions, which we're delighted to do. This is the first year we've done simultaneous sessions. Usually it's just 40 or 80 people. We just stay in one room. So this is a great opportunity to get to cover more material that's closer to your interests. We also have asked the presenters at this meeting to carve out a minute at the end of their scientific presentation to offer a personal reflection or learning from doing the research they just presented to us. This isn't all about the data and having us hear a lot of sound bites. We also want to know, how was it for you to do that project? What did you learn? What do you wish you'd done differently? You don't have to tell us your deep, dark secrets, but we do want to hear something about how it was for you. We will be video capturing all the sessions, and they'll be available later on the website on demand streaming. We also this year have judged awards for best talks and posters and a few other fun awards, which we'll be learning about at the closing session tomorrow. I mentioned the Lunchtime Research Cafe. You'll be learning more about that as the day goes by. I mentioned the pre-dinner social activity. And finally, we just have to thank everyone who made this possible. So many people in the room submitted abstracts, worked very hard to produce sessions. Our organizing committee, which is noted on the right, was chaired by Jackie Ramke, who just worked very hard the last 8 months in pulling this together with a lot of help by her friends who are listed below on the organizing committee. And of course, Til Gunga has been on Zoom with one or another of these many people many times over the last few months. And we also, of course, want to thank our sponsors, and we'll be hearing from them over time. So that wraps up the welcome component. We're just delighted you're here. And because we're in Nepal and because we're in Kathmandu district, this is a great time to hear from Dr. Rita Gurung, the CEO here at Til Gunga and a world-recognized cornea specialist. Many of you will remember Dr. Rita from the time she spent at London School. And I also want to recognize Dr. Rita as a mother. It is Mother's Day here in Nepal. Not only are you a mother, but your daughter is studying ophthalmology. So, so we're here to thank and recognize all the mothers and then all the guys who happen to be involved so that the women could become mothers. You take it from there. So, Dr. Rita, I invite you to the podium.